Hey everybody, welcome back to 3cog. Today I'm giving you my initial thoughts on the Holosun AEMS, or Advanced Enclosed Micro Sight. I did an unboxing video on that, and now I've got a few hundred rounds with that on it, so I just wanted to tell you all what I think. Because I know I'm going to get the questions, I'll do a quick overview on what it's attached to, and we'll go from there. Before I get into all that, obviously my standard YouTube disclaimer. Dear YouTube, I'm a firearm safety instructor, active duty military. I'm on private property. Everything I do is in accordance with YouTube's policy and Google's AdSense policy. I really don't know how to otherwise nicely ask you without printing out your policy and showing you that it literally says if I'm doing everything in accordance with, then the video is eligible for full monetization. But I don't know, it all depends who manually reviews this video and whether or not you're cool or not. So be cool and don't demonetize me, bro. I'm not breaking the rules. So anyway, overview. There will be links below for the items that I'm allowed to link. And I make a couple cents off of those if you use them, so I appreciate you. But anyway, so Holosun AEMS. It's attached to an ARV, which is a 9mm AR pistol. It features an SBA-3 brace, Magpul grip. This is a Blue Forces Gear 2-point sling. I've got a Magpul hand stop up forward, Surefire pressure pad on top, Surefire Scout Ultra Light. It was really hard to find black tail cap adapters, so I went with an FDE. I don't care. And a Geisley supercharging handle, charging handle. I think that's it. And then the magazines I'm running are Magpul mags, which it's really awesome. This thing uses Magpul CZ Scorpion mags, or just CZ Scorpion mags, because they're cheap and they're readily available. So that's what it's attached to. Been really happy with that. Full review on the tool here coming out soon. Honestly, I think my kids have shot it more than me now, and they love it. They did a great job with it. Actually, videos of that are already up on my Facebook, 3cog or 3 Kinds of Guns Facebook, that shows my son shooting this, and they did a great job. So anyway, on to the actual optic. Holosun AEMS. So it's a product from Holosun. Yes, it's made in China. If that's a deal breaker for you, this is not the video for you. This is not the optic for you. Choose something else. So it's made out of aluminum, has this built-in riser which can be swapped out for others. I like it. I like the riser. I like the mount. It's solid. I've had no issues. Has a side load battery compartment, which is great. You don't need to do anything weird to get to it. It's just these Torx bits right here. Pull it out, standard 2032, 2023, whatever battery goes right there. A weird thing, not a bad thing, just weird, is your right and left adjustment is right here on the left side of the optic, and your up and down is on the right side of the optic. Most of us are used to up and down being on top, but there just really isn't room. So it's on the right side. That's your up and down. So for those of you who don't know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this in the frame. All right, there we go. So there's your dot. That's a 2 MOA dot, and if I hold the down button, should switch us to, so that is a 65 MOA circle only. And if I continue to hold it, it switches to the dot and circle a la EOTech. I actually like it a lot with just the dot. It does have a very large, as I'm bumping the camera, it does have a very large viewing window. Like, I have no complaints about field of view or being able to see through it or anything like that. Very impressed with glass quality, and not just glass quality, but actually plastic quality as well. So one of the kind of neat things about the AEMS is that it has these flip-up covers on the front and rear. As you can see, they flip down so they're not in the way. And then, try not to bump the camera again, if I can find it. You're just going to have to trust me that the dot's still there. It is. But these sacrificial lenses are actually made out of plastic, including the actual viewport, the part you're looking through. And it's really, really good plastic. You do not even notice that these lens caps are on when you're looking through it. The nice thing is you can get replacement ones from Holosun if you break these or whatever else. So they are a sacrificial lens. They protect your lens from scratches. And that's kind of a minor thing because plastic is always going to scratch more easily than glass, or almost always more easily. The big thing I like about it is the idea that if you're in a competition or something and you get mud or whatever splattered onto your lens and it obscures it, anybody who's ever tried to like wipe off a lens real quick knows that doesn't work. You just wind up smeared and it's foggy and everything else. So you run it like this, and if something got splattered up onto your lens cover, literally all you have to do if it's on the front is pop your front, and then you have a clear field of view again. That's actually really cool. Neat in design. Never really tried it in practical application, but it makes sense to me. Just random side note. You'll see how I have the sling wrapped. This allows the weapon to function with the sling wrapped so that when I get a chance I can actually put the sling on if you were using this as a home defense or whatever else type tool. So it's got buttons on the side. It's your standard plus and minus. It does feature shake awake technology, so I have that turned on. So when you have that turned on, after period of time, the dot just turns off, but literally as soon as you grab it, it turns back on. I've had no issues with that, no latency issues or anything like that. It also tracks really smooth. If you've ever looked through a cheap red dot, like a $50 Facebook special or something like that, if you move the dot really quick from left to right, right to left, up or down, you'll notice it almost looks like the dot is shuddering. And that's because of the refresh rate of the LED that's used, or however it's projecting that light. And it's just very, very slow. No issues with that whatsoever. It tracks very, very smoothly, and just hasn't been a problem at all. The height of the riser is excellent. It's just about perfect. I just really don't have anything negative to say about it so far. So retail on them, I think Amazon has them for just under $400. It's worth it. Like it's not a bad little red dot. It's very, very compact in size. It's, as you see, about 3 fingers. The profile's not bad. It's about the same as the gun at the widest part. It's not bad at all. So initial thoughts after, like I said, I don't know, probably 350, 400 rounds through the tool with this optic the entire time. Pretty happy with it. Really don't have anything negative to say. Clicks are positive on your adjustment. Yeah, I think that covers pretty much everything that people want to know. It's decent. Battery life is supposed to be outstanding, especially when you only have it on that single dot feature. So that's where I like it. I could see the 65 MOA circle being beneficial if you were running this for competition or strictly CQB type use, and you really wanted that 65 MOA circle. Sure, run it. That is going to negatively impact your battery life, but one of the great things about modern red dots is the battery life is so outstanding that even when you're running a more complex and larger reticle that's soaking up more battery, your battery life is still measured in years, as opposed to like one range day like old EOTechs. So that's it. That's where we're at right now. No complaints about this tool at all. It ran great with cheap remanufactured ammo, and no complaints about this guy. This thing is pretty impressive. I'm really happy with this purchase. I did buy this, by the way. It wasn't sent to me. This isn't sponsored or anything like that. So I'm really happy with this choice. And yeah. So let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, links below for some of the stuff. And I'll see you next time on 3COG.